All right, today's check-in is coming in from the Phoenix airport. Now we're doing it here for two reasons. Number one is because we got done with the client session pretty late, and I literally got back to the apartment and pretty much just took care of a couple quick tasks, packed, and then left. And number two is because every time I think about doing one of these in like a public setting, there's always a little bit of like social anxiety as people are walking by and inevitably forming opinions and judgments. And I think it's really important that every time we get one of those feelings, we kind of just like do it anyways. We just kind of proceed, just to have a quick reminder that like none of that matters, and it's important to be secure within yourself. So those are the two reasons why we were doing this from the airport, and because I didn't want to miss a day. Because we are right now in Phoenix and about to take an overnight flight over to Philly, which is our one stop on the way to Syracuse, where we're going to be surprising my mom for Mother's Day. Very excited about that. We were texting back and forth and just kind of talking about how like work has been super busy, business has been in a spot where, I mean, it definitely is, like I'm working a lot more than usual inside of the business and much less on the business, and spending a lot of hours, much extra this week because of this trip. But she's under the impression that I'm like super drowning inside of work, and I want her to be totally off guard. So my brother's coming picking me up at the airport at like 11. And then, so she knows that he's gonna be home, but has no idea about me. So we're just gonna walk in the door together. That'll be super fun. And then I also convinced my cousins to fly in from Maine, and they like rarely come home because my cousin, she's like 10 years older than me, has 3 kids, and like I can only imagine what it must be like on a day-to-day, so they don't get back that much. So they're coming home. So it'll be a good like double surprise. So I'm very excited about that. In terms of today, we had a client who's like a virtual client of ours actually fly into Scottsdale. He's from Australia, and he was here at an event in Las Vegas and decided to come out to Scottsdale to do some content today. So that was a lot of fun. We got over a month of videos completed in our short time together, and then went out to dinner, had a good time, and had a lot of fun. What I will say though is there's a few things that are going on right now that are like off process. So like we have 2 clients flying in within 1 week, and clients don't normally fly in. I usually fly to the clients, so it's almost like, even though it is technically my home turf, I feel a little bit like off because it's not what I'm used to. And I think that one of the things I need to start developing is the mental fortitude to be able to function the way that I need to without being affected by things that are off process. So like as soon as one small thing goes off, like someone's in town or there's a client that's requesting something slightly different, I tend to get a little bit thrown off, and I need to stop doing that. So it's a realization that I had recently, and I think that's just like a skill that has to get developed, just like comfortability with public speaking and public talking, kind of like right now, like a big wave of people just walked by and I noticed zero change in heart rate, because it's a skill that I've been developing over the years. So anyways, that's what I got. Today was pretty much wake up, prep for client filming, get a couple tasks done in the morning, film all day with the client, and then get a couple tasks done at the end of the day, and then head over here and make this video. What I will say is like I'd be drowning in tasks right now if I didn't have my EA on board last week. He was like taking care of business, sent me an awesome end of day report that was like everything that I needed to do, which was 2 tasks. He handled the rest and just gave me a bunch of FYIs, which was incredible. So shout out Randall, dude's a beast. Anyways, that completes my walk from one side of the terminal to the next. So it's like a perfect spot to stop, because I also mentioned everything that had happened today. So I will see you guys tomorrow.